What's the Point podcast?
What?
Live from YouTube.
Can I ask you a question?
No, you may not.
What's the point?
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
How do I tweet the link to this podcast?
I don't know. We'll probably have to figure that out later.
We're trying to figure this out right
now. We're not skilled multitaskers.
No, this is something new for us. Coming live from Facebook.
New formatting.
It's a completely different format, and
trying to make it big.
We're going to tweet the link.
Trying to be on the come up, you feel?
Alright, I think I found the link.
Okay. Oh, you're actually typing the link in? Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah. He's making a post and then he's going to tweet the link. He's like typing, I thought he's like typing out the URL or something. Like Jesus. Like Jesus, right, man?
I memorized the whole thing.
I thought you looked at the URL and had photographic memory.
Yeah.
Alright, sweet. So we got a link up on Twitter. Follow us at, What the Point Podcast?
WTP Cast.
There we go.
WTP Cast on Twitter.
Right, W as in George W.
What's the Point Podcast on Facebook.
Yeah.
And then, of course, our individual accounts.
Yep. At Jankfart for Sam, and then more importantly, at Jared Flieger 88 for me. Alright, so we're just getting hooked up right here. We're about to get into our first topic today. We're going to hit on some random things today. Going to be kind of all over the map, but try to stick with us, and maybe you'll be entertained.
Yeah, hopefully we have some interesting, I don't know.
It's gonna rein it in from last week.
Yeah, we're going to rein it in a little bit.
If anybody was listening last week,
but then we're going to kick it back out to a corner 3-point shot and drain it.
Yeah. I'm trying. Do you see that full court shot that I think it was Taj Gibson made?
I heard about it today, but I didn't get to see the video.
Oh, that was crazy, dude.
Taj Gibson ended up in New York, right?
No, OKC.
OKC.
Yeah. Something about somebody put up a shot, he blocked it and then grabbed the ball and threw it with one hand, basically full court, and it drained it.
Was it longer than Baron Davis's shot? Did you ever?
Not familiar.
Baron Davis hit an 89-foot, almost full court shot, 89 feet.
Yeah.
He was on the corner 3-point line, maybe 5 feet from the baseline, and drained it. And that's been the longest recorded basketball shot since
check this
2000.
Check this out though. I saw on Twitter today. There was this high school game from the other night. So this team's up and they're at the free throw line. I don't know how much they're up by, but not much, 1 or 2. So other teams at the free throw line, only half a second left on the clock or something like that, or half a second or something like that. Dude drains his first free throw. He intentionally misses the second so they can't get the ball, so the clock doesn't stop and they can inbound it.
Yeah.
Dude misses it intentionally on the second one. Here's the video.
I'm going to have to watch this.
Look at that. Dude, off the rim, just takes the ball up, chucks it, and drains it before the buzzer goes off.
That's for the win or a tie?
That was the win. That was the win.
Crap.
Yeah, dude. Just chucked it and drained it. And that's why they're never intentionally miss free throws, because that could happen.
I've seen people try to do that.
Yourself in the foot.
They purposefully try to throw it off the backboard back to themselves so they can put up a shot.
Yeah.
But that's illegal. You can't do that.
Right. Only Jordan got away with that.
You can't throw it to yourself.
But the concept I get here is if you made both, they get to inbound the ball, clock stopped.
Yeah.
I get the concept. Because what are the odds of the kid grabbing the rebound, immediately turning around with one hand and chucking it into the other basket like it's, ocean? Yeah. That's crazy. That was insane. But yeah, it was for the win. That was intense.
Speaking of which, we can go into our first topic that we wanted to speak about, which is recently North Carolina has passed a law. I don't know if it was a bill or if it's official law.
It was a bill.
Proposed a bill.
I think it got passed, though.
Okay, this is extremely interesting. Basically stating that the parents of student athletes have the final say whether or not they should be allowed to play when it comes to concussions.
Yeah, so it was North Carolina House Bill 112, I think it is. And it'll let parents put concussed kids back into games.
And basically,
Bill 112.
What it does is it makes it so kids don't have to, have to go through medical examination after hard hits, or if someone suspects that they're concussed, they don't have to go through medical examinations. That's what they made it sound like and what they implied in the article.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what exactly it implies, but it definitely was raising a lot of hairs and a lot of questions when it was tweeted the other day.
Dad sees, son leading, great season, leading the team to state championship or whatever, man. Like, he's having a great season. Colleges are looking at him, and he takes a pop to the chin, and coach is like, I'm going to sit you, man. Dad goes the other, like, no, you're not. He's good. He didn't got a concussion. And it's like, how many fingers am I holding up? And kid's like saying 7, and he's got 2 up.
Yeah.
And Dad's like, nah, he's good. He's getting back in the game, That's great. I mean, freedom. We're making America great again. This is great. This is Trump's America right here. We don't have to deal with, snowflake concussion protocols. All these snowflakes out there, talking about, brain damage, No, this is Trump's America. We play. We're football heavy. This is a football country. We're tough. We're made in America. We don't worry about brain damage.
I love the statement that it's Trump's America, but before it was Trump's America, it was North Carolina. This is North Carolina.
This is Trump's North Carolina. Yeah. This is going to take the nation, though. This is going to take this. We're setting the precedent. We're setting the standard.
The only team sport I played growing up was basketball, and I raced BMX for a long time, and I only witnessed one kid who crashed so hard that he was concussed, or he didn't know where he was or what day it was or anything, and it was wild having to go through that. And the only thing I didn't understand the bill at first. Like, this is ridiculous. Why would I? But then what's
the point of it?
Once I forced myself to view it from all perspectives, you realize that no matter what happens, whether the parent has the say or a medical examiner has the say, it's still the coach's job to make the determination whether a player can play or not. And I mean, if you look at it from both angles, you can defend it and you can demonize it.
Sure.
And demonizing it of course, is saying, parents are pushing their kids too hard. They're expecting too much out of them. They're forcing their kids to play, not only just concussed, but they're forcing their kids to play sports they don't want to play. And, this is hurtful towards the youth of America and sports in general. But also, when you're kind of defending it, you look at it and say, well, I mean, when it comes down to forcing people to play, the only person who can put you into a game or pull you out is the coach.
Well, that should be true, but there's so many teams out there, especially in high school sports, where all the dads are the coaches and
But yeah, I mean,
dad coaching from the sideline.
If you look at high school sports,
true, you're right. Yeah.
This is a football rule. The only sport that has problems like this is football,
right?
And football has kind of
football's the Wild West, man. There are no rules.
And in high school football, not college football, in high school football, there are a lot of situations where not only is the dad the coach from the bench, the dad is the head coach.
Yeah.
And the kid is playing on the football team.
But you brought the good take up because we were trying to make it kind of sensualize it and make it this crazy now parents are just gonna put their concussed kids back in the game. But you kind of took that not so hot take.
Yeah, the way I looked at it, as soon as my mind turned, it was how can you defend this? Because I try to look at things, you have to be able to argue both sides. And as soon as I argued the defense side, it made more sense to me. When you look at it rationally and look at it from a parent who looks at their kid and is being forced to play every week after they're getting hit after hit after hit, it gives you the choice to say, you know what, I don't want the coach to be able to make this decision and force my kid in there. I want to be able to protect my child when he's injured and he doesn't want to go into the game.
But don't you think that was already a thing?
It may be the child's choice because they're children. It may be the player's choice. But you can't always make the best decision for yourself when you're that young. Also, if you're concussed. If you're concussed and you don't know what's going on, you don't realize that you just want to play.
That's the mentality of a kid. When coach tells you to do something, you do it. Coach tells you get back out there, you get back.
You're not going to let your coach down.
You're trying to say that this is the reverse of the way we wanted to think about it, or I wanted to think about it is this is for benefit of the child, like so the parents can intervene when there's a coach that's
Yeah, this is for protection.
Because, yeah, right.
Because the way people are looking at it is like when you are suspicious of a concussion, you have to go through a medical examination. There's not always a EMS on staff at a high school football game to go through that. And whose decision is it to say that you're concussed?
Oh, and who like regulates what kind of, who's doing your concussion protocols and for different high schools, you know what I mean? Is there like a unified... I mean, obviously in the NFL there's a unified, like rule, like it has to be an outside doctor, blah, 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 but like who's making the rules for concussion protocols and everything like that in high school sports?
Yeah.
So this guy, like, you're giving the parents the right to intervene if they deem the situation to be dangerous, or on the flip side, my side that I like, you're giving the parents power to override, medical advice, and they're like, so. But again, it does ultimately come down to the coach makes the final decision. So
that's the thing, you have to look at
parents
the coach.
Parents can be like, no, I'm subbing my kid back in, he's good to go,
and hope that the coach has a strong moral compass and his understanding of the protection of someone's safety. Which, I mean, of course, is not always going to be true, but it's what you want to believe, that the coach is going to be able to make a good decision.
But suck it up, kids. Come on.
It's definitely a crazy
If you don't black out, if you didn't black out, get back in the game.
I mean, it is football, to be honest.
Yeah, come on. I mean, it's a man's game, okay? Like, this isn't soccer. If you black out, I'll give you a pass. But if you didn't get blacked out, get back on the field. Take a play off if you have to.
We'll see what happens though. Like, who knows what else North Carolina's going to come up with?
Yeah, we'll see. Like, we'll have to look at the stats now from kids playing high school football in North Carolina and see what the CTE statistics are now.
And it's obvious that North Carolina
track that and research that.
North Carolina cares more about sports than they do education.
Well, yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is what parents live for.
Yeah.
This is their life, is their children's high school sports.
So going off of this bill proposed and whatever we have coming in the future...
MAGNA, Make America Great Again.
We have a interesting future to look forward to in North Carolina as far as what's going to come through next.
What?
What's going to be the next bill in North Carolina?
Oh, true. Yeah, we got the bathroom stuff. We got the concussion protocol. We really are setting the precedent for Trump's America.
Yeah.
No trannies in the bathroom. Get stop being a snowflake. Get back on the field. I mean, we are the forefront of Trump's America.
Going back to what I said before, Trump's America, we had North Carolina. North Carolina's been here for a long time.
Yeah, we've been in the whole Make America Great thing again for a while now.
We've been making America great for a long time.
Next bill, wow.
What are we going to propose next? No pop music.
Yeah, I think we should put a tax on anything not country music. If you're gonna play, in public areas, let me refer, in a restaurant or something, if you're gonna play anything but country music, we're gonna tax you. We're gonna tax you if you're gonna play. If you decide you want to put on the pop station, you want to put on top 40, and that's gonna be a tax.
I can see that.
And increments. So K-pop would have the highest tax margin, and as you come down, you would get lower. So classic rock wouldn't be as high as a tax as you would play pop music.
Acceptable if it was Night Ranger or White Snake.
Right. Yeah. Oh, that's a huge tax. Yeah, that's Bon Jovi. You're good. That's tax exempt, and we could have tax exempt bands like Bon Jovi.
Tax exempt classic rock bands.
Yeah.
Nantucket. Mm-hmm. But I think
Journey.
Personally, I think
people in North Carolina love Journey.
I think the next proposed bill in North Carolina will have is that after-hours education will be banned.
After-hours education.
I think they're going to close down museums because nobody wants to learn when you're not in school.
Yeah, well, people don't want to learn in North Carolina, period.
What's the point of learning if you ain't in school? Why do we need museums? Why do we need libraries, man?
No, yeah, that's a good point.
Screw it, we're going to tear them all down.
And when I say people don't want to learn in North Carolina, you're like, well, you got UNC and Duke. I'm like, people from North Carolina don't go to those schools.
No,
it's from everywhere else.
Asians.
Yeah, it's everywhere else in the world.
There is a huge percent of Asian community that comes to UNC and NC State.
Actual North Carolinians go to ECU. Yeah. That's where they go to school, if they're lucky, if they're smart enough.
Where they don't care about school.
Yeah.
They get to spend a semester there before they end up at Wake Tech.
Yeah, or Johnson Community.
Or JCC.
Oh, dude, everybody I know is like, well, so what's your deal? Oh, I was at ECU first semester and failed out, so now I'm here. I'm like, oh. Yeah.
Flunked out of ECU.
Yeah. Anyhow, yeah. So banning any kind of extracurricular education. Yeah, that's a good one. I think you tax anybody that publicly plays anything but country music. Okay, yeah.
I think we're heading.
That would help the economy
into a good direction. Yeah.
Yeah, that would.
We could.
That would make the country better.
I mean, we're gonna follow in the steps of our last governor and just like not promote teacher pay. That's not an issue.
Teachers? What?
Why do we have to pay them?
They don't do anything.
That's tax
dollars. They play
right?
videos. They play videos all day.
Especially in public school, honestly.
And they hand out they hand out Scantrons. They play videos and they read out. You know, they hand the kids a book and be like, "Here, read this Common Core." Like,
let's be honest. As invalued as teachers are, high school teachers really don't do much.
No,
they don't do much.
They don't have incentives to do so, which may be a problem. But yeah, they don't really, not really, and not all teachers equal. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
elementary school teachers are still like fresh out of college. They want to be a teacher. They're motivated. They like it. They're ready to be in action. And then like the high school teachers, you see like hate their life and they'll they literally will, and I know this for a fact. They will go to students and be like, "All you have to do is show up and I'll pass you. Just show up to class and I'll pass you."
Yeah,
and they can't do it.
Like all the teachers aren't created equal. The guy that did my driver's ed a few years ago, who was ranting about why China is better than America and how they're better at test grades during driver's ed, mind you, he's ranting about for every single day of like driver's ed class. He would go on a 15-minute rant about why China is better than America and why our test scores are so low. Like, he's not equal. He's not created equal to the science teacher that actually, like, inspires learning, like, the desire of learning in students. You know what I mean? Like, that cool science teacher. Those guys aren't equal, so we shouldn't treat them equal. One's a piece of crap that doesn't care about his job. The other is actually, you know, puts effort in and tries to inspire a level of learning, you know.
Yeah. And it's very true that there's people who will...
Pat McCrory was on to something.
Who do inspire teaching, but at the same time, it's like teachers are complaining about pay, where it's like, honestly, you have... when was the last time you had a job evaluation? Look at graduation rates. How do you expect to beg for a raise with the graduation rates?
Yeah, for real. Especially in the counties around here have such a low graduation rate.
It's garbage. Yeah. North Carolina is garbage for education. Oh, yeah.
And they'll, give us a raise. Like, really? I don't know. But... I feel like one day, and within the next 10 years, we're just going to teachers are going to be replaced by robots.
Pretty much.
All you go in there, you'll have like a computer like teaching the class, like the IBM Watson or something will be teaching the class. And
that's pretty much all you have now. All you need is a computer to play like a lecture and then give you homework.
Why do I need a person to teach? A freaking computer smarter than any person.
And to be honest, teachers don't do very much teaching. No. They do lecturing and giving out homework.
And they have that... subjective quality to them, so they can, like, you know what I mean, like, especially in some, so like robots don't have that. Robots are just objective, you know. So maybe that would be North Carolina's next move, is to
robots are unbiased. Teachers.
Yeah, exactly.
Unless you're a robot, then they prefer robots. They prefer their own kind if they're programmed to.
I don't know about that. You think? Well, I mean, if they're they can be programmed to have any bias. But that's the next move for North Carolina, is to replace all teachers with robots.
I would go for that.
Yeah.
Robot teachers, heck
and tax anything but country music. I actually have a story about, like, music in restaurants. So I was at, like, the Buffalo Wild Wings the other day.
Yeah.
In,
terrible.
Smithfield.
Why?
You don't ask me that. Anyhow, I was in Buffalo Wild Wings, and they said that, like, the music was playing, what's that song? God, what's his name? It's Not Unusual. It's like that old, like, 50s, 60s song. Yeah. It's Not Unusual. That song.
What's his name?
I have no idea. He's the same guy that sings the Pussycat song.
Yeah. John Mulaney.
Yeah, that Jim Mulaney bait. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But somebody hacked into the Buffalo Wild Wings. Tom Jones. Somebody hacked into the Buffalo Wild Wings server, the waitress was telling us. Yeah. Hacked into the server and kept playing that song on a loop.
They must like John Mulaney.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I thought of the John Mulaney bit.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna give myself up right now to inspire the youth and inspire you, Jared, to do something to help promote your culture.
Yeah.
So there are bars, for instance, Aversboro, the bar by my house.
Yeah.
And Locked and Loaded, which is a good restaurant I enjoy. It's like a biker bar. They have these jukeboxes that are electric.
Yeah.
And you can get an app on your phone, use PayPal to buy credits, and play songs.
Yeah.
What I like to do is, I was in Locked and Loaded. It's a biker bar.
Yeah.
And I play Fat Joe and Big Pun, Twins Deep Cover 98.
Okay.
Really hardcore 90s hip hop.
Really resonated with the crowd.
It actually really did. It backfired. Everybody loved it. There were people dancing.
Oh yeah,
on a Sunday afternoon at 12:30.
Dude,
there was a family like dancing.
Why did DJ it up?
But what I like to do is when all the Garner dads go to Aversboro and start getting sauced up on the weekdays.
Yeah,
I like to drive up there, park in proximity to the bar for me to connect with my app.
Yeah,
and use credits to just line up like crazy. Like, what songs did I do? I did YG, The Police Get Away with Murder.
Oh, sure.
I did some Kendrick Lamar, some Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, yeah.
I just loaded it up and then drove away.
Yeah.
It's one of the pranks where you don't...
Hit and run.
You don't get to see the fruits of your labor, but you know it's making people upset.
That's almost better. You can imagine the fruits of your labor.
It's great.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's amazing.
It's like pay $5 to piss everybody off.
Yeah.
Why would you not do that?
That's awesome. That's definitely... That's got to be a trend.
As far as I know, I'm the only person I've talked to that's thought about doing that.
That I've never thought about. I didn't know the concept though.
I did it with Shelby one time before I knew you could get the app.
Yeah, I didn't know the concept of the app.
I had to walk up to the jukebox and put money in while everybody was looking at me and start selecting rap songs.
So everybody was like, look at this kid. Yeah. Well, the story with the Buffalo Wild Wings, dude, like she somehow went and like rigged it to where she unplugged it, replugged it back in for the music, and then started playing like pop music, like Ariana Grande came on and some other bull crap. I'm like, just put freaking Tom Jones back on, dude. Like, this sucks.
Play Tom Jones again.
She's like, hold on, let me fix this for you guys. I know it was like this last week, and I'm like, just put Tom Jones back on, man. Like, that's a better song than anything you're playing right now. But yeah, some dude was like hacking into Buffalo Wild Wings system and playing Tom Jones is not unusual. So that's awesome.
What's the John Mulaney bit? He did
he went to in a restaurant and played on the jukebox. He played like 8 or 10 dimes in a row. He played like "What's Up, Pussycat" by Tom Jones,
and then
it's "What's Up" or "It's Not Unusual,"
and then went back
to "Pussycat," and he was just like describing that. He's like, "It's the best dinner I ever had. The food was crap, but it was the best dinner I ever had." That's such a great bit. I love John Mulaney, underrated comic.
He really is.
Let me give a shout out real quick. I was just talking to you about stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Mike Birbiglia has a new stand-up on Netflix, very good. Mike Birbiglia, and also what's his name?
Bill Burr.
No, yeah, him too.
Bill Burr has a new.
Bill Burr is good too, but there was somebody else.
I haven't seen it yet, but I can't wait to listen to it.
There was somebody else I was watching yesterday who was really good. I'll come back to it.
Did you ever watch that show Louis by Louis C.K.?
Yeah, absolutely.
Did they ever update new seasons?
I don't know. I don't think so. The last season for it lost me. It got weird.
Oh, what about, have you seen the new season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yes.
Good Lord, that's intense.
Oh, God. Always Sunny is the best TV show right now.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. It's the best TV show since Seinfeld.
It's the most entertaining sitcom.
Oh, absolutely.
Realistically, like, it's a sitcom, but it's so insanely different.
Yeah. It's just so well written, and it hits on everything. I
sat down, watched like the first 2 episodes, and I had to go do something in the new season. I came back and ended up watching the other 8 or 9.
Did you see the one where they went to the water park?
Yeah,
that was hilarious. Like the AIDS water.
Yeah,
that's just they're so amazing. Like how crazy they get. By the way, the other stand-up comic, Gary Goldman.
Gary Goldman.
Yeah, Gulman. If you don't have any wit or if you're stupid, don't watch it because you wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
If you have some wit and some intelligence to you, you'd probably enjoy it as much as I did.
Is he American?
Yeah, I think so.
There's one English comedian that just released a special, and I wasn't familiar with who
Jim
he was.
Jeffries?
I don't remember.
He's Australian. I don't like him. He's annoying.
I saw one dude that posted some bits on Facebook. Somebody posted bits, and it was like, what happens when you get offended? Did you see that one?
No.
He was basically just clowning on people who get mad at what somebody says. He's like, you know what happens after you get offended? Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Dude, Bill Burr, though, his special that just released, it's on another level.
Bill Burr is insane.
Yeah, Bill Burr is like on a different level as far as comedy goes.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
Bill Burr has got to be like...
He's just got the perfect voice, too, for stand-up. How does he not have a sitcom?
His voice is amazing. Like, everything about him is so perfect.
I don't understand that, how Bill Burr doesn't have some kind of sitcom or something
like that. He does. There's an animated show on Netflix.
That's true.
F is for Family. Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I know Louis has one.
That's kind of his thing. He's saying he's a huge writer on that. I heard him talking about it, and he's like, Louis is FX, but it was created solely by Louis C.K.
Yeah.
And the first season or two was funded by him.
Yeah. And you could definitely tell. Yeah, there was a difference in the
but I heard
value.
Bill Burr was talking about F is for Family and was saying how he likes doing that show so much because it's just like off the rails and you can be completely uncensored in whatever you want to do on Netflix.
True. And he's got such a voice too. It's perfect for like animation.
It's perfect.
He's got the perfect voice for that.
It's like the perfect mix of like Boston-y and
dude. I saw Netflix dropped Netflix dropped the trailer for the Dave Chappelle specials coming up.
I saw that,
dude. There's gonna be like 2 of them.
That's what I heard.
2 different specials, dude. It's gonna be lit. Chappelle's back.
He was doing a tour not too long ago, like last year or so.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff like he would walk off because he was getting heckled and stuff. Yeah. I saw that. People are still doing like the whole "I'm Rick James" and like stuff like that, and he kept like walking off, like bringing up all these Chappelle bits. I wish he would come back and do just like one season of the Chappelle Show, even just like a 10-episode running of it.
He's like, oh Lord, if I'm doing a skit show, I would pay him like $10 million an episode just to write with me. Not even act, just write.
Yeah,
he's insane.
Oh yeah, I mean,
there's
never. I'm not a fan of skit shows, but that's the only one I like. Is
that
the
is
Chappelle
the
show.
Best skit show ever.
Everything like Key and Peele, garbage.
Key and Peele is like
garbage, trash.
It's like a Saturday morning cartoon from 1950.
It's like a really bad attempt at SNL or something.
For real. Like, if they were SNL skits, they'd be like, this is okay.
Yeah.
And then once they start talking in their banter, it's like, who wrote this? This is terrible.
Yeah, they did.
It's always like, oh, black people. You know how white people do things. Remember how black people did this one thing? And that was like, they rode on that bit for like seasons.
And then Amy Schumer does the same thing on her show, but just from the woman's perspective.
Yeah.
Yeah, like vagina jokes.
It's like I get it, and Dave did it a different way.
Yeah, Dave did it.
But you can't you can't just be like, hey, remember the thing that white people would do?
Dave did it in such a crazy way.
Yeah.
It just transcended everything conceptions that people have. Like the stuff Key and Peele talked about, is like, yeah, like that's.
It's not funny.
I understand that, and it's not funny. Dave Chappelle just did it in a way that's like, oh my god, like it just like transcends what anybody else was thinking.
The Mad Real World.
Yeah.
I thought about that skit the other day because I was watching a movie, and it was from the 90s, and one of the kids turned on the TV, and they were watching The Real World.
Yeah.
And I just thought about the Mad Real World. It's like, that, like, if Key and Peele did a bit, it was like, imagine if the real world was with black people. It's like, you would be like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. That Chappelle skit is insanely funny.
My favorite Chappelle skit's got to be the Racial Draft.
Racial Draft is
That's so good. That was really good. Of course, the first one.
Yeah.
The original, the OG skit.
And then,
the KKK one.
The player haters ball, like where they go back in time. Do you ever see that?
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that one's different.
And then,
and the true Hollywood stories of Charlie Murphy too. Those were hilarious.
That's insane.
The Prince one.
It's insane.
The waffles and basketball. Oh my god.
What about
yeah, it is crazy.
Reparations. That skit.
Oh, which one's that? That's
where they. Shoot, I can't remember. I can't remember why they did it, but it was like a fake news announcement where the government had decided to give black people reparations.
And like they all like blew their money or something like
that.
The
one dude was driving a box truck full of Newports.
Yeah.
And they had the interview with the dude. He's like, you see this baby? I just bought that baby. Straight cash.
I do remember that one.
That was insane.
Chappelle's white person voice is so good. Like
so good.
So good. Chappelle.
Yeah, did you see the one where they did the skit where it was like how different races react to music?
Yeah, with John Mayer.
It ended up, they played the Different Strokes theme song with John Mayer.
Yeah, that was so awesome. Yeah, like he would play the guitar for like, and the black people would be like, what? And then like some drum, like
the drums came in, the black people
playing,
dancing.
like Wycliffe was playing drums or something like that.
Yeah.
And like that was such a great skit. And then they just sang for like white people, and since John Mayer like started shredding on the guitar, white people were up and dancing. Yeah, dude, Chappelle's like take on race was refreshing. It's not because like he wasn't like putting anybody down. Like he was just like, you know what I mean. It wasn't trying to make one superior to the other. He was
making light of the hatred.
Yeah, exactly.
He was trying to show the comical differences and be like, yo, it's not that serious. We can all laugh at each other.
Why are we like mad about it? Like this is what it is. Like let's just laugh at it.
Yeah.
I mean, he just took such a fresh, good take on it that nobody else really takes.
It wasn't the type of comedy where it was like white people aren't allowed to laugh at this part.
Yeah, right.
He made fun of stuff like that.
Yeah, like he encouraged laughing at anything, at all of it. Like, you know, like to do that skit he did with the where he was pretending to be the Ku Klux Klan leader.
Yeah.
Like that just like was so all encompassing for everybody to laugh at. Like it's just nobody else can do it like that. Like take race on like that. Chris Rock doesn't do it. Key and Peele definitely don't do it.
Yeah.
Like he's the only one I think of that like can just take on race like that. That's such a huge like taboo thing. And just like completely make light of it.
There hasn't been anybody that's taken on any social issue like that and made it so like.
Except Trump, but that's such like easy. That's such an easy target. Like I could write a whole hour of comedy based off Trump.
I mean, like in entertainment, nobody has nobody has done like making light of hatred and bringing unity through entertainment. Like there hasn't been any music, any movie, entertainment, no TV show,
not really,
no stand up, no plays, nothing.
And they do it, it's not good, or it's just like kind of like it's not impactful or anything.
No.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's not like racially or gender exclusive either. Like there's some people who argue where it's like hip-hop music is only for black culture.
Right.
Like white people aren't allowed.
White people can't talk about it.
It was so different with Dave Chappelle. It's like everybody was... Nobody was like, you're not allowed to laugh at this part.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, why are you laughing at this? Like, yeah, Chappelle, yeah, it was awesome. Chappelle, America needs Chappelle right now.
They really do.
We need Chappelle. We need the Chappelle show.
Well,
like when he was talking about, like when he was on SNL talking about Trump, like he was bashing on Trump, but yet it wasn't like... He was like, yeah, but I'm going to give the guy a shot because you don't know. Like, you know, like, he might be good, but, like, he probably is Illuminati, but I don't care. He's like, you know, Hillary wasn't any better. You know, like, he wasn't, like, standing for anybody. He was just kind of, like, you know, taking his honest take on it. And I can appreciate that. You know, it's, like, refreshing. Yeah. Instead of somebody going up there and legitimately trying to push an agenda through comedy, and you can tell there's obviously an agenda behind the comedy. He's just, like, straight up telling... Like that skit he did on SNL with Chris Rock with the election night. Did you see that one? Yeah. That was a hilarious skit.
It was great.
Hillary just won Delaware. He's like, Delaware? What? Who cares? It's such a great take. And like the Florida, he's like, oh yeah, she's definitely going to win because of the Hispanics. And then it came and they're like, Trump wins Florida. And he's like, well, what about those Hispanics? Yeah. Such a great, just awesome. Awesome take.
We miss him.
Yeah, it's gonna be good. I see eventually in the future like a Chappelle Show comeback, but exclusively on Netflix. Probably. And that way there's no censorship or anything from Comedy Central, because I think that was most of his beef was with Comedy Central trying to
it really was
steer his creativity, and he's just like, nah, I can't deal with that. So I could see that going straight to Netflix, like Chappelle Show on Netflix.
I could see that. Maybe not even Chappelle Show, but like something.
Yes, something like that.
Something that he's involved in.
Some project. Yeah.
Another thing too that made me think of people like that. Have you seen that like O.J. Simpson versus America on Netflix?
Yeah.
I turned as soon as I turned.
That's the one with like Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah, I was like, when was the last time he was in anything?
And Ross from Friends.
Yeah, and Ross.
I was watching that on FX and John Travolta was in it too.
Yeah.
I just watched it. I'm like, I can't jive with this, man. I don't like this. Just bad acting. Like Cuba Gooding Jr. was bad. Ross was bad. John Travolta was bad in it, I thought.
The things that stuck out to me were like, when was the last time Cuba Gooding Jr. was in anything? Last time I saw him was Snow Dogs.
Snow Dogs, yeah.
Snow Dogs.
Yeah, Snow Dogs. 1 and 2.
And then I was just like, this is so weird.
He was in like... No, that was Terrence Howard.
I'm about to Google it and see.
I always get Terrence Howard and Cuba Gooding Jr. confused for some reason. Is that racist?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I like Terrence Howard, though. Empire? That's a good show. You like Empire?
Never watched it. I know you watched it.
Yeah.
I
vibe with it.
Snow Dogs was 2002. He was in American Horror Story in 2011, but who watches that piece of crap show? Boat Trip in 2002. Shadow Boxer 2006. Ooh. The Butler 2013.
Oh, yeah. That was like the Oprah movie.
American Gangster.
Oh, I'm not... Really?
Never heard of it.
No.
The Fighting Temptations. Whatever that... So apparently he's been in stuff.
Coming to America.
Norbit.
He was in Daddy Day Camp? No, he was not.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, I'm getting Daddy Day Camp and Daddy Daycare confused.
He was in Daddy Day Camp.
Is Daddy Day Camp the sequel or the spinoff of Daddy Daycare? It
was the sequel.
Oh, okay.
He was in Selma.
Well, I didn't care about that. Oh, I'm sure.
Machete Kills, The Hit List.
Radio. There we go. That's his big one. That's his most known role, I would say. Radio.
Yeah, I used to have this video game for my computer that they gave to kids with asthma. It was pretty much a computer game that made you, like, informed you with asthma. It was made to target kids so they would be interested in learning, and it was kind of like helping you see triggers and symptoms and everything.
Yeah.
And he was the main voice of the video game. It was. I'll have to find it, and like I'm gonna put a YouTube playthrough of this.
Like he was like really into like asthma awareness.
I guess. I'll look up the video game.
That's just that's different. Yeah, he was really into asthma awareness. Dude, since we're like, this is a good segue though into our next topic, cinema, right now. I don't know how we got there.
Quest for the code, bro.
What the hell? What is this? This propaganda.
No, dude.
This is bad radio right now. He's like looking at this like computer game that you play. So it's like a pro asthma.
No, dude, it's not pro asthma. What the hell? Pro asthma?
I don't know. What are you talking about? So it's like it's like an educational game, like.
Yeah, kind of. It was a pretty fun video game, but it was kind of like an apocalyptic video game, but it was like whoa, we've been chemically attacked and our air is being altered, and you had to kind of fight this pollution of the air and learn triggers of asthma and way to combat it. And dude, don't laugh.
I'm not laughing at asthma.
That's
laughing
insensitive.
At the game.
That's insensitive, dude.
Did you just assume my breathing?
Shaq was in the game.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so it's legit now.
It's legit. Shaq was in the game.
So like Shaq and Cuba Gooding Jr. were like doing like asthma awareness video games back in the 2000s.
Quest for the Code asthma game. So I want to find.
This is just bizarre to me. Do they do this for a lot of things? Do they do this for like AIDS? Do they have like a AIDS awareness computer game?
I don't know.
But like maybe like Matthew McConaughey like hosting, like doing the voice, and Charlie Sheen.
See, look at him right there. Bang bang.
Yeah, that's picture of him. So it's like a post-apocalyptic world, and you got asthma.
No, it's pre-apocalyptic.
Okay.
But like our air is being attacked.
Oh yeah, there's Shaq.
It was weird.
Yeah, it looks like it.
It was really weird.
Do you have it for the Wii or PlayStation?
It was for the computer, for the PC.
PC. You're a PC gamer? Lame.
Well, I was before I was allowed to play PlayStation. Before I got my PS2.
Lame.
You know what I played the other day and thought was pretty dumb? I'm like, man, I am so glad I never got this.
Madden?
GameCube.
Oh, yeah, that was terrible.
I had a PS2.
Terrible.
Some of my friends had GameCubes, and they're like, bro, Tony Hawk games are so legit. And I was like, what'd you play it on? GameCube. Really?
I had a GameCube.
Like, if you want to play, like, Mario Kart with your friends, you need a GameCube.
I had Smash Brothers.
You don't play through Mario Kart by yourself.
No.
And like...
That's pretty sad. That's lame.
You don't get NBA Live 2003 for the GameCube.
No. GameCube that was weird.
GameCube is specifically like, oh, my friends are coming over who don't play video games, and we'll play video games.
Let's break out the Mario Kart.
Yeah.
Break out Mario Kart. Maybe it's some Smash Brothers if we're feeling lit.
Smash Bros. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel you. But it's like
that new console they got is weird too. The Switch.
It's just a controller. It's not a console.
Yeah, like you gotta make me set up the game system every time I have to play it. That's too much work. The point of video games is not to critically think.
All it is the controllers that the Wii already has on like a set controller. Like they made the Wii U, which is a big controller with a screen.
Yeah, right.
Now the Nintendo Switch is the Wii U without a screen.
It's a lot of bullshit to me.
It is.
Yeah, just give me a good system with good games.
Nintendo can't do that.
No, exactly.
Their systems are garbage.
They
and
haven't
their
done that
games
since
are
like
garbage.
the Nintendo 64.
They haven't done it since the 64.
They should just re-release the Nintendo 64.
They really should. They already did that SNES thing.
Yeah. I'm waiting for them to do that for the 64.
Just do it. They don't have anything going for it.
That would be better than just creating a new system.
What they need to do is sell the rights to Mario to Disney for like billions.
They did that to Universal, and Universal's gonna like start building like Mario theme parks now. I heard.
They should have done it to Disney.
Yeah, that would be a smart move. Disney don't need them though. Why would Disney? Disney's got Star Wars, Marvel,
Are you kidding me?
Mickey Mouse.
If you would have told somebody like a couple years ago, it's like, why would Disney buy Star Wars? Star Wars is done. They're like, Disney can revitalize anything.
Yeah, they really can.
Disney could make Mario a kids' TV show again.
I think we're back to our perfect segment here, Star Wars, into our big topic for today. We're gonna do the What the Point podcast Oscars today.
We're gonna do our own Oscar awards.
Yes. because we both did not watch the Oscar Sunday, right?
No, I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea what happened, other than the fact that they said La La Land won.
No, what they said
didn't, but Moonlight won.
This is a recap what I know about the Oscars.
But neither one of them should have won because they were both movies I've never heard of.
Well, I don't know what the award was.
Best movie.
But Moonlight won instead of La La Land. And I was also informed that Moonlight and La La Land are movies that came out this year.
Right.
That I've never heard of.
I never saw a preview.
Never
saw a commercial.
I know nothing about either of these movies.
I saw a Fast and Furious 8 trailer. I did not see a Moonlight trailer.
I didn't see the Fast and Furious trailer, but I heard about it.
Yeah, it's intense. Like, apparently Vin Diesel's the bad guy now.
Apparently they...
Which, like, I don't understand. They revealed that in the trailer. I'm like, you just gave away the whole plot of the movie.
But
now, why should I go see it? But I'm going to go see it because of the cars in the
When the last movie ended, they said that they had scripts for at least 3 more movies.
Yeah.
So there's at least another trilogy coming out.
Do they have scripts?
From what I've seen...
I don't think they have scripts.
From what I've seen, the scripts are really easy to make.
Like, we're just going to drive this car, okay? We're going to get... I don't know. They're terrible Vin... I can't... Can anybody do a good Vin Diesel? It's impossible to do a Vin Diesel voice. Can't. Yeah, he's just got that weird lisp or something. Like, I can't do his lisp.
Oh.
he's got that crazy lisp. I don't know. But yeah, it's just basically him talking about, let's drive this car. And they drive the car. And then, like, Ludacris is, like, yelling. Like,
and
oh, no.
Who's the other dude that looks like a football player?
The Rock?
No, the other black dude.
I don't know.
That, like, got stuck in a tree.
They basically, they all break apart at the end of the movie, and then they're like, let's get the family back together for one more job. They come back together, and then a new bad guy comes on the scene. They feel like they all think they're going to die at the end, but they don't. Somehow, some crazy scenario happens.
What's up with Jason Statham being, like, the biggest badass in the world?
Yeah.
But always being the villain that loses.
Yeah, I don't know. But now, apparently, this new movie, it's him and The Rock teaming up to beat Vin Diesel. So the crew's getting back together to stop Vin Diesel.
What?
Mind-blowing.
I haven't seen...
M. Night Shyamalan must be directing this one.
I saw the first 3 Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
And don't remember anything about them.
Didn't we see Fast and Furious 5?
We saw...
Or was it 6? Or was it 4?
It was...
Or was it 8?
It was the 7th one.
It was the 7th.
And it was just called Fast...
Which one was that?
It was called Furious...
What happened in that one?
Fast or Furious 7, just one word.
Faster and Furiouser?
I don't know. It was Vin Diesel.
It's mind-numbing.
Vin Diesel's Faster featuring Paul Walker, who dies halfway through the movie.
And the Wiz Khalifa song.
The Wiz Khalifa song. That's what the title was.
Fast and Furious, the Wiz Khalifa one.
Fast and Furious, the Lord Paul Walker dies and Wiz Khalifa sings.
Fast and Furious, the one with The Rock. For like a scene.
The Rock is injured at the beginning, but don't worry, because he comes back at the end.
He tears his bicep.
That was like the worst movie. That was the worst movie I've ever seen. And you dragged me out of the house to see it. You're like, no, dude, it's gonna be good.
It's fat.
You're like, it's the last movie. You gotta see it.
Yeah, it's the end of an era.
And I was like, what? It's not the last movie though.
It's the end of the era, dude.
And I was like, oh, whatever.
And there's been like 3 since then.
And the whole time I was like, this is the dumbest movie ever.
I've seen them all. I don't watch anything before Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. I don't even think the first one had Vin Diesel in it.
It did. Yeah, it did.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
It did.
I
guarantee you 100%.
I think he was introduced into the franchise in the second one.
No, he wasn't.
Let's have our viewers, if there's any, decide that. Was Vin Diesel in the first one, or was he introduced in the second Fast and Furious?
Well, anybody that has ever seen Fast and the Furious can tell you that Vin Diesel was in the first one.
I don't think so. I really don't. All right, back to our topic, because I'm done talking about Fast and Furious. Because you can only talk about that for so long. So yeah, what we're talking about, we're gonna do our Oscars. So Best Picture, La La Land won, but then didn't because it's actually a conspiracy. I think they did that on purpose just to get some buzz around the Oscars because they know nobody watches the Oscars over the age of 60. So they're like, let's announce the wrong winner so we have some drama and there's some buzz about it. I feel like it's a legitimate, especially after the Steve Harvey thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that got so much buzz and publicity. I feel like that's kind of the route the Oscars were trying to do. So we're going to do our best movie. We're not... Musicals excluded, right?
Of
we
course.
agreed upon that?
Musicals
because a musical is not a movie.
No.
When the majority of dialogue is in song, it's not a movie.
I absolutely hate musicals.
It's a musical that was filmed. That's not a movie. It's a musical. If they want to win a Tony, they can win a Tony, which is the Broadway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoever Tony is.
Yes, the awards for the.
Yeah, I understand,
Broadway.
but I don't know who Tony is.
I don't either.
All right, Best Picture. Let's go.
Best Picture for 2016.
2016.
Yeah, there was a lot of good ones. Or, no, actually there wasn't. There was a lot of, like, really mediocre movies.
There was a lot of pictures in 2016.
A lot of mediocre movies. I'm going to go with Star Wars Rogue One. Best Picture by far. Great cinematography. Yeah, good special effects. Good story. Star Wars can't beat Star Wars. Great performance by Darth Vader. Yeah, just great all around. So, yeah, that's my pick. Star Wars Rogue One, Best Picture 2016. Didn't even get nominated for the Oscars, so that tells you how stupid the Oscars are.
The only movies I've seen from 2016 were Snowden, Zootopia. I saw that one.
Oh, that's true. Close. That's a close one.
Deadpool, which I saw just because, like,
Heard that was good.
This is supposed to be fun. It was okay.
Yeah, it was better than you thought, right?
Yeah, it was better.
It lived up to expectations.
It was better than I thought.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be good.
That's always good. That's good.
We went through this list. I'll pull it up again just so I can I want to make an educated decision.
Right. Suicide Squad. Did you see that?
I didn't see that.
I did. I was highly disappointed. There was a lot of hype around that movie.
I saw a good review and description of it and why it sucked.
Captain America: Civil War. That was a good one.
I saw Deadpool. Zootopia was dumb. It was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It had overlaying themes of, like, racism and sexism.
What?
But they were so contradictory, and they tried to relate to real life and push, like, these ideas on kids. And it was terrible. Like, watch the movie. Like, watch it. It's terrible.
True. Disney's going down that path. You see that new Beauty and the Beast movie has, like, a gay character in it?
Yeah.
Like,
I saw that.
Josh Gad's character's gay or something. Like,
I don't understand, like...
Why are you pushing, like, why are you putting this crap in kids' movies?
There's no main characters besides Beauty or Beast. I don't understand what impact it's going to make.
No.
Or why that's
a popular
story.
Of course it would be Josh Gad. I hate Josh Gad. Hate that dude.
Anyway, but Finding Dory, I saw that movie, and that was pretty much exactly like Finding Nemo. But it was good. I liked it. It was very cool.
Good, yeah.
Good movie.
Solid sequel.
Yeah, very solid. Batman vs. Superman.
Garbage.
Terrible.
Garbage movie.
Extremely stupid movie.
It was like 2.5 hours way too long.
It
should have been a 15-minute movie.
It was a waste of time.
It should have been like Superman and Batman beat the crap out of each other, and then like...
It was a waste of time.
Batman says Superman's mom's name, and he's like, oh, wait, we're friends now. And then
they made a new Independence Day, which I forgot about.
Yeah, I think everybody did. If it doesn't have Will Smith, it's not Independence Day.
What I want to see, they're not listing that movie Snowden.
Because it wasn't 2016. That was 2015.
No, it was 2016.
It's 2015.
It was 2016.
Oh.
They just don't want to talk about it.
Call me wrong. Yeah,
they don't want to talk.
Conspiracy.
They don't want to talk about Edward Snowden.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, it's a cover up. So is that your 2016 picture of the year?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I would say yes.
Right.
Just because it brought to light everything that Edward Snowden had gone through and kind of showed it to the public, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt was the lead.
Oh, yeah.
So it wasn't like, oh, here's a movie with a bunch of no names.
Right.
And it was that cute girl who was the other lead was from a bunch of other movies.
Yeah.
But
not Natalie Portman? No.
Yeah, I think it was, can't remember what else she was from. But
Cameron Diaz.
It was just shout out to Shrek. I don't know. Like, I'm surprised that they made a movie about that.
Yeah, that's true.
And going into it, I didn't think how real it actually was, but it was pretty spot on, and it covered a lot of details. And even at the end, it had a live-action interview with Edward Snowden.
Oh, really?
From Germany.
I still want to see that one. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, wherever he was.
Would the sequel to that movie be Assange? The Julian Assange story?
I don't know if it would necessarily be a sequel.
No.
But it would.
I think that'd be a sequel.
I think the director might be interested in making... They would probably do the other kid. The kid who was involved with the U.S. Army who leaked all the stuff to Assange?
Not familiar. I just know the Russian stuff, or the Podesta stuff, and the DNC hacks. That's the first time I've heard about Assange.
I'll try to find...
American hero, by the way.
I'll try to find who it was that kind of, like, leaked information, but he faced treason. He was, like, active military. And,
Who was the Chelsea Manning? I'm surprised there's not a movie about her or him yet.
That might be the dude I'm thinking of.
Yeah, she's the... She's the one that just got
no, it was a different dude.
She or he's the one that just got exonerated by Obama.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I don't really know what she did, but
that is the dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Chelsea Manning.
Apparently it's a dude now, or apparently it's a girl.
Oh yeah, she had I don't know. She went to jail and changed her gender or something. I had no idea.
That's the dude. Yeah.
That's the dude, lady.
He was a huge part of the leaks and was
That's the lady, dude.
Not only was he like a leak, but he was like exposing things to someone over like a chat room.
Oh yeah,
like it was
that's
wild.
right. Yeah, but he was like leaking classified information or whatever.
Yeah.
But like it was corrupt, showing the corruption or something. I really don't remember. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Can't keep up with all the corruption. All right, so back to our Oscar. So yeah, you gave the Oscar to Snowden.
Yep.
I'll give my Oscar to Star Wars. So congratulations to both those cast and directors.
You both get awards.
Very well earned.
Very well earned.
Let's go to Best Actor Actress. I think in real life, or fake life, I'd like to call it. I think it's fake. Casey Affleck won Best Actor, and Emma Stone. Casey Affleck was in Sea by Manchester or some crap like that.
Yeah, Manchester by the Sea.
Sure, same thing. And Emma Stone won Best Actress for La La Land, which she should just win it based off the fact she's cute.
I'm gonna look.
I have my takes already, so I'll let you come up with yours.
Nocturnal Animals. I'm trying to scroll through this list. Who are the leads in that movie?
You didn't see that.
Amy Adams was in that movie. She gets Best Actress.
Yeah, true.
Because she's hot.
Exactly.
Best Actress goes to Amy Adams for Nocturnal Animals.
Ghostbusters. The whole cast of Ghostbusters wins Best Actress.
Oh, no. Best Actor and Actress. Passengers. What's the dude's name? Jennifer Lawrence and Andy?
Andy.
Chris Pratt?
Yeah, Andy.
I'm going to change my vote. They get Best Actor and Actress.
I heard that movie was garbage.
Oh, it probably was, but they're both attractive people.
So it should make for entertaining film. So my Best Actor is Darth Vader.
Darth Vader?
Vader.
The actual character or the actor?
The character.
The character.
Right, I don't even know who acted it with him. Darth Vader, he played his dialogue about, try not to choke on your aspirations as he's choking General Krennic out.
Yeah.
Fantastic, great line, great cinema.
You think he came up with that by himself?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Darth Vader, original line.
Try not to choke on your aspirations, General Krennic. And then his the last 2 minutes in the movie, he's just freaking destroying the rebels.
Yeah.
Just tearing into them. There's 20 of them. He's just whips out the lightsaber and just tears into these dudes. It was intense. The most intense 2 minutes of cinema ever. So yeah, Best Actor for that role alone, better than anything that Denzel or Casey Affleck did.
Mm-hmm.
And then Best Actress is the chick from Suicide Squad, the Harley Quinn chick.
What's her name?
I don't know. Harley Quinn.
Something.
That's pretty good. She did a pretty good performance. Her character was different. It was a good character.
It wasn't written, from what I saw, it wasn't written well at all.
No, it was terribly written.
It wasn't written according to the way Margot Robbie. She's hot.
Is she?
It wasn't written according to the way the characters actually are. She's the girl from Wolf of Wall Street. The wife.
Oh yeah.
Very, very hot.
That's a good movie.
But yeah, I saw clips of it.
Yeah, it was okay. There was a lot of hype to it. Everybody was hyping it up, so I went okay, this is gonna be a really good superhero movie.
They should have made a Joker Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, pretty much all that Suicide Squad was a setup for the next for the Justice League movie,
which nobody cares about. They already ruined it with Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, that was a setup for Justice League, and so was Suicide Squad.
It was a terrible movie.
It's the Marvel, Marvel does that. They have 3 setup movies for one decent movie.
Yeah.
Because all the other Avenger movies sucked until the Civil War one, which came out this year, wasn't bad. It was being my top 5 best pictures of the year.
I would disagree and say the first Avengers movie was amazing because Scarlett Johansson was in it.
She's in all of them though, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
And she had a very attractive role in the first one.
yeah.
She's a very beautiful woman.
Yeah, I mean,
Best Actress, Scarlett Johansson.
So many good options for Best Actress: Emma Stone, her.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Amy Adams, yeah. Margot Robbie.
Who was the Natalie Portman.
Very talented. All very talented.
All talented. So
very
talented. I mean, just craftsmanship. They're so good at their skill. Yeah, they're great at their
master of their craft.
Master of their craft. Absolutely. Let's see. So we have Best Actor, Darth Vader. Best Actress, Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad. And you had...
for actor?
Yeah, you had Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt. I just chose Chris Pratt just because I assume
and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Just throw it to the same movie. We
Yeah, good. Yeah, that works. Absolutely. Worst movie of 2016. Worst movie. Probably Sausage Party.
Can we? Are we doing best movie that was released in 2016?
Sure.
Or worst movie?
We can do that, and then we do worst movie ever, all time, ever.
Worst movie.
Possibly the worst movie in the history of movie deals.
I know what movie.
From this year.
From this year, the worst movie.
Probably La La Land. La La Land was probably terrible.
No, it's Girl on the Train.
What?
Terrible.
Wait.
Terrible movie.
You actually saw this?
I watched it with Katie because she read the book and was like, I want to see the movie. I was like, okay. And then I was like, wow, this is a stupid movie.
Okay.
Terrible.
What's the plot? Synopsis. Give me a 2-minute synopsis.
The plot is that the lead role is an actress whose husband left her, and she has problems drinking, doesn't remember things very well. Okay. She's lying and says she's employed, lives with her sister, but all she does is ride the train to the city, New York, every day, get drunk on the way back, and she sees this family outside of her window on the way back. It's a girl and a man, and she's like imagining what love would be like, wishing she had it. And also sees her ex-husband's house with her ex-husband's new wife and everything, and is like jealous of that and is crazy, wanders over there.
Why the hell are you watching Lifetime movies?
This is way worse and way deeper than a Lifetime movie. Anyway, she realizes that it's pretty much glorifying alcoholism and dealing with your problems by drinking, because they reveal that it's like these problems that ended your relationship with your husband weren't because of your alcohol abuse. It was your husband abusing you, and your alcohol abuse just masked it, and you couldn't remember anything. It's like, it's not your relationship didn't break up because you were an alcoholic. Your relationship broke up because your husband was terrible and beat you and left you.
That sounds like a horrible movie.
And then in the end, her husband ended up killing the girl he was cheating on his wife with, and tried to kill his wife, and tried to kill her, and it was like murder.
Spoiler alert.
It was crazy.
Spoiler alert.
It was so deep, and it was like pseudo complex.
Yeah.
It was like, this is the most shallow movie I've ever seen in my life, and I hate it.
I can't believe you watched that.
I can't believe I did either.
I'm gonna have to say Sausage Party was probably the worst movie of 2016.
I watched some of those trailers. And
yeah, just based off the trailers.
I couldn't believe it was a real movie.
Yeah.
I was like, I could see how this would be funny.
Right. If Seth Rogen wasn't doing it.
If it was like, if you were in 6th grade and it didn't have Seth Rogen, and but it wasn't even written on that level of humor.
No.
Like, you would think it would be like a Family Guy movie.
Yeah,
but
right.
Family Guy movies were better than that.
Yeah. Seth Rogen's just not funny.
He's really not.
Yeah, so yeah, just based off the previews I saw on TV, that had to be by far the worst movie. That and La La Land, because any kind of musical sucks. I don't care. People are like trying to tell me like to watch less. Remember that when what was that, Les Mis?
Les Miserables?
Yes, whatever that is.
Yeah.
People are trying to tell me to watch that, and I like sat down and watched it for like 5 minutes, and I got up and walked away.
I can't stand musicals.
No, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Yeah, so that's worst picture. What about, okay, you want to do what, worst picture all time?
Well, I was just going to say, like, worst picture we saw this year.
That we saw.
But I'll go with 2016. I still agree. Girl on the Train was terrible.
Yeah, that came out this year too?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so you're, okay. Yeah, worst movie all time. There's been a lot of them, so.
And Girl on the Train.
Really think about that.
Girl on the Train was hyped, too. Because the book had come out and it was popular. And people had been reading it.
Chicks were into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like The Hunger Games or something. Twilight.
It was like that. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So is there going to be a sequel? You said everybody
died. That's the end of the story. No,
everybody died.
The wife and the ex-wife stayed alive. Why would you do that? And expose the husband.
See, when you kill everybody, you don't...
They didn't kill everybody.
You don't get a sequel.
They didn't kill everybody, but it was written after a book. The author's just going to write a different book. Her bread and butter is writing books. Somebody adapted a movie. She sold the rights to make a movie for Lord knows how much, and was like, cool. Probably don't even have to write that book.
Another movie that's probably the worst. That one with the bears. Who was in that? Matt Damon or something? Was that last year?
What?
Where the bears like attacking him, and he's like having to fight these bears. I think that was this year. Matt Damon. Or was that last year? I can't remember. That probably sucked. Yeah, he's like getting attacked by bears or something. He had to like kill these bears off.
Did you ever see the movie?
I don't know what it's called.
With Liam Neeson.
Yes, that was terrible too.
That was sounds like what you're describing, but with bears.
No, yeah, but I'm legit. Like type it in Matt Damon bears or something.
Matt Damon bears movie.
Bears. Yeah, no, yeah, the Liam. I saw the Liam Neeson one. That sucked. It's a thing, right? What? Yeah, it's a thing. It's based off a true. Apparently, it was based off a true story, but it's not really a true story.
What movie is this?
I don't know.
Bart the Bear 2.
Bears.
Okay, on
Bad News
the
Bears?
set of his new film. What? And then it ends.
Matt Damon, Bad News Bears. No. See, look at that. That's a bear. We're looking at a website right now. That's a picture of a bear. Yeah, he did a movie where like he was getting attacked by bears and he like killed the bears off.
We Bought a Zoo?
No, that's not it.
Oh, this is from 2011.
That's not. That was actually a good movie, low key. I like that movie.
I'm about to just search Matt Damon movies.
Maybe it wasn't him in it. Maybe it was somebody else. Maybe I'm confused.
The Martian was the last movie he did. Oh, The Great Wall. I was looking through movies.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Jason Bourne movie this year. I was going to go see a movie the other night, but I looked at the movies they were showing, and they were all garbage.
You're going to go see a movie without me?
I just wanted to take my girlfriend out to do something.
Yeah.
And I was like, we could see a movie. And then I was like, or we could just...
Yeah, you hate the movies, so this is like a great topic for you. Good Will Hunting. That was okay.
Because they released garbage.
Yeah. And maybe I'm confused. Maybe it wasn't Matt Damon. Oh, it wasn't? No, it was Leonardo DiCaprio. That's who it was.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yes, that's who it was. I'm sorry. The same person to me. Okay, that's where the confusions come. Yeah, it was Leonardo DiCaprio and the bear. I think that was last year, though. I think that's why he won his Oscar.
The Reverend?
Yeah.
Or The Revenant.
Okay.
Revenant.
That's what it was. That was last year because he won he won Best Actor that year for that, and then he finally broke the streak or whatever.
The Matt Damon bear movie. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, here he goes. Look, he's wearing the bear.
Yeah. Okay, so it was Leo, not Matt Damon. That'd be a good. I just gave Hollywood a great idea. A Matt Damon bear movie.
Matt Damon bear movie.
Hollywood's like eating that up right now. So yeah, okay, so let's recap. Best Picture, Star Wars Rogue One. You had Snowden.
Yep.
Best Actor, Darth Vader. Best Actor, Chris Pratt for you. Best Actress, Harley Quinn. Yours was Jennifer Lawrence.
Margot Robbie.
Yeah,
I had
same
Jennifer
thing.
Lawrence.
And my worst movie, Sausage Party. Yours was Alcohol Girl on the Train.
Alcohol Girl on the Train.
And then worst, so that's... And then we talked about the Matt Damon Bear movie.
The Matt Damon Bear movie.
All right. So that's our Oscars. Congratulations to everyone who won. That's the real Oscar. That's the real people's Oscar. That's the working man. That's the working man's class Oscars right there. That's the real life Oscars.
If we had trophies, we would send them to you. We might just tweet you pictures of trophies for what you won.
Yeah. But this is the real this is the people's Oscars. That's not this like 1% Oscar. The 1%ers.
Yeah.
The 1%ers are the ones that like think La La Land and Moonlight were good movies. We real people like Star Wars and Captain America and Deadpool and Alcohol Girl on Train.
Like is a strong word.
Right. I loved Star Wars Rogue One. That was very good.
I didn't see it. I didn't see the last Star Wars movie either.
I don't think you've seen any of them, have you?
I did, but a long time ago.
Hasn't seen Star Wars. What a nerd.
I saw Star Wars Episode 1 on VHS on the way to New York. Watched it in my car.
That's a crappy one. That sucked. Everybody would admit that Phantom Menace sucks. Oh, I don't even want to get into that. All right, let me go into my rant here. I have to rant.
Oh, what's your rant?
You want me to? Okay. Let me get prepared. So I got really pissed off this weekend. I was really psyched for the first time in a long time because Dale Jr. was back. It was Daytona, baby.
Because you're a redneck.
Trump's president now. I was like, NASCAR. I'm getting back to my roots here. NASCAR. Dale Jr.'s back off a year of being out with injuries. Concussions, by the way. We're just going back to what we were talking about.
Did his dad let him drive?
Oh, God.
Did he give him permission?
Damn, dude.
Too soon?
Too soon. 3 forever. Okay, so Junior's back. Junior's on the front row. Daytona 500. Let's get it. I'm excited. I'm pumped. It's a great American race. It's the Super Bowl in NASCAR. So I come to find out NASCAR, they have a new rule. Every 60 laps, they do an automatic caution. So, after 60 laps, they throw a caution. Then another 60 laps, they do another caution. And then for a third segment of 60 laps, it would be a third and final caution. So they had like 3 segments of races.
Yeah.
So this rule really jacked the race up. That really screwed it. Really made it crappy. Basically, what guys were doing, they were short pitting. Like 20 laps before they knew the caution was going to come out, they all came down pit road together as a group, so they could stay in so they could draft with each other and stay in the lead lap. And then, so when the caution would come out, the segment would end. They could stay out and take the lead. So this happened. Like Kyle Busch, Denny Hamlin, and another dude, they pitted together, took 2 tires, gas, went back out there, and they were on the tail end of the lead lap. Like Dale Jr. was winning the race and was going to could put them a lap down, but they were in front of Junior. So Junior was winning the race. We had about 10 laps till the caution for the second segment was going to come out. Segment 2 was about to end. Kyle Busch's tire blows. And this is what happens when you take only 2 tires. You don't put 4 fresh ones on.
Yeah.
You're bound to have some tire issues. His tire goes flat. He wrecks Dale Jr. and the entire front of the field, and Dale Jr.'s day's done. And I was pissed. I was livid. I'm like, this wouldn't have happened in real NASCAR. If we didn't have segments, people wouldn't be doing this. Dale Jr. would have been winning the race and would have been out in front of Junior wouldn't have wrecked. So, and then this continued to happen. There was a ton of wrecks in Daytona. It was just terrible racing, horrible product. Like, this is me as like a huge NASCAR fan for 10 years at least, a huge NASCAR fan. I couldn't even stand to watch the Daytona 500. I came this close to turning it off. I was so pissed. They're ruining NASCAR. They're just making it non-recognizable. The product of sport is terrible.
Yeah.
And if I was Brian France Jr., the guy who runs NASCAR, I would sell it. I would try to sell it to the highest bidder, give it to somebody that's actually gonna like know what they're doing and is not incompetent and can maybe like bring the sport back and revive it a little bit. But this was the perfect opportunity with Dale Jr. back for NASCAR to like kind of pop back on the scene. Like, we could have had a great race, but we got this bull crap. We got we got stage racing.
Yeah.
And everybody wrecked. We got fuel mileage strategy at Daytona, which is unheard of. Like that's not what happens at Daytona. You're not trying to like calculate your fuel mileage. You're just racing. It's like 4 wide. It's wide open. But we had single file racing around the track, one line, and we had people saying, "Oh, I wonder if I should pit now for my gas mileage or whatnot." That's not how Daytona's supposed to go down. Daytona's supposed to be 3 wide open, crazy finish. And this was the opposite of that. This was like they ruined the Daytona 500.
I'm going to jump into this conversation. Sure. I'm not a NASCAR fan, but I understand it's so easy to brag on NASCAR. It's becoming so like unpopular in our country when really it's like a staple of our culture, our nation's culture, especially on the East Coast. And the only thing I can think of regarding those new rules you brought up is like it's fight to stay relevant.
Yeah.
And they're trying to make it stay relevant and interesting, but as soon as you implement something like that, people are going to abuse it to try to benefit themselves, which they did, and which turned the whole game into something different.
How do you not critically, I don't understand how they didn't critically think like what possible scenarios could come down via like through this change.
Yeah.
Like they think like it'll have this one implication of rule, because they change the rules every year. They have new rules every year for NASCAR.
Yeah.
And it's like impossible to keep up with. So they think we change this, it'll have this outcome which will benefit, but then they don't think of all the 20 different outcomes that could happen and that will make it worse. And the 20 other outcomes is what happens. And then you keep changing the rules every year to kind of compensate for your mistakes from last year, and now nobody can even keep up with what the rules are anymore. It's kind of like almost like football.
Yeah.
But it's like the NFL rules, but times 100.
Yeah.
Like it's just too much for anybody to keep up with.
And it should be extremely simple. It's like when it comes down to it, it's cars driving in a circle.
Yeah, let's race.
It's like how hard does it become to schedule a race?
Yeah, and like they've made the cars so safe now, like with all these safety features and stuff, to where like they're not even like raceable anymore. Like they can't race with each other. They don't handle well. Nobody can pass anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like impossible.
It's rough. It's rough for the sport of NASCAR, and I mean I don't know what the future is going to be like. What's attendance like at races?
Daytona was actually really crowded this year.
Yeah.
For the first time in a long time, it was sold out, but most of the time it's not. It's like halfway or a little bit over halfway for most races. But Daytona was actually packed this year. But that's like perfect staging. Like people were excited about Daytona mostly because of Dale Jr. being back.
Yeah.
Because Jr. didn't race at all last year, or most of last year, because he had concussion issues. So I think everybody was psyched to see Jr. back, and then that happens. You know, we lose Jr. to the race because of segment racing. So, big L for NASCAR. Big L. Big L for, yeah.
And you snapped me to say that, you're like, that Dale Jr. was down. I was like, whoa. I saw Danica was in third. Didn't she end up crashing too?
Yeah.
She crashes at every race. She's terrible.
Yeah, she was like in third, and then like 5 laps later, she was caught up in a wreck, and it's like, oh, okay. I forgot she was racing. Yeah.
She just can't avoid danger.
My thing with her is always like, she sucked in IndyCar. She never won she won like one IndyCar race in her like 8-9 year career in IndyCar. And then she comes to NASCAR, and it's like, you're just marketing because you're a woman, too, but you're just, like, a marketing tool. Like, you're not an actual racer.
She wasn't, like, Juan Pablo Montoya.
No, yeah, she didn't, like, win anything. Or even, like, Dario Franchitti, who came over.
Yeah.
He sucked it up in NASCAR, but at least he, like, had credentials from coming from IndyCar. He won a championship. Danica won a race on rain delay. Like, but she had GoDaddy would sponsor her, and GoDaddy wouldn't actually sponsor a good race car driver.
No.
That's part of the thing with NASCAR, too, is kind of hurting. It's like, they're not going to... You have to have, like, a certain, like, marketability to yourself, because it's all about you can't get a ride if you don't have a sponsor, and you can't get a sponsor if you're not likable.
Yeah.
You know? So, like, Dale Jr. is a very likable guy, so he's always going to have a ride no matter how bad his racing career gets, which he's not that bad, but...
Yeah.
You know, but, like, Danica's, like, there's probably 50 different drivers out there that are much better than her, but you know, they don't get the...
They're not going to get a good...
No, they're not. Yeah, they're not going to get a ride because they can't get a sponsorship. So that's part of the problem with NASCAR too. There's so many problems with NASCAR, but I don't know if NASCAR will be around the next 5 years.
And it brings up an interesting thing too, because supposedly not this season. I think next season is supposed to be when NBA starts advertising on jerseys.
Yeah,
like soccer jerseys.
That's gonna be crazy.
I'm not prepared for that.
They're gonna have like a big Mountain Dew logo on the back.
Yeah.
Or like Sprite.
And it's hard. Like when does I'm sure
McDonald's.
I'm sure it's already closed. There's no open sponsorships available.
Yeah.
But like how
they must be paying out.
What is the process for that too?
I don't know. Just like a straight bidding war.
Like, because the arenas are already sponsored. That's how they stay open.
People like the Charlotte Hornets jerseys came out. People were like, nah, I'm good.
The teams are already
don't worry about it. Yeah. What happens to the guys that are owning the teams, but they would have like conflicts of interest or something with the sponsors? I don't know. Maybe it's the owners that decide what sponsor. I don't know.
Well, the owners. I think it would definitely be owners deciding who gets to sponsor them.
Yeah.
And I don't even know if it'll be like league wide sponsors on jerseys.
Yeah, but I could see I'd probably be individual teams. I mean, the same like arenas are sponsored by are sponsored and stuff. Probably the same deal. Yeah. Like kind of like that. That'll be weird. That's gonna suck.
The only thing I can imagine, example I can imagine, is like Jordan sponsoring the Hornets because he's already the owner.
Yeah.
So it'd just be like Jordan logos on the Hornets jerseys.
That'd be like the NASCAR team with like the team owner's name on the hood of the car.
Yeah.
Or like now they can do with football helmets, like the little decals they do for NASCAR. You can just put that all on the back of the helmets for football.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the way of the future, man. It's just gonna be straight ads.
And I mean
advertising and everything.
They already kind of have that where the NBA logo is all over every jersey, every pair of shorts, every headband, every wristband, every pair of socks. Everything except the shoes has the NBA logo all over it.
Yeah.
If you look at NBA players. And it's been that way forever, for the last, I don't even know, 16, 17 years? Since it transitioned, into Nike's ownership of the jersey rights.
Well, yeah, even for the longest time, we couldn't have couldn't wear Nikes because of Jordan and everything. You know, could only wear Converse or something like that.
It was huge.
Yeah, they've really evolved. Now they're really into the marketing, but it has evolved a lot in the last 20 years.
And I think as far as individual marketing, that's the biggest thing they have is shoe deals with players.
Yeah, players are brands now. Yeah. It's kind of like NASCAR. You have to be a brand in NASCAR to be successful.
Yeah.
Or even if you're not successful, it's more about your brand than it is anything else in NASCAR.
But then now it's gonna with sponsorships on the jerseys, it'll come down to the facade like NASCAR has, where Dale's driving a Chevy.
Yeah.
He's not really though.
Yeah, he's a Chevy guy.
He's not driving an Impala around a NASCAR track.
Yeah, right. Yeah, or the Toyota Camry. Yeah. That's what they came out with the Camry for the 500. That's not a Toyota Camry.
No.
That's kind of weird. Yeah, so that's my rant about NASCAR. I was really bummed about that. The perfect moment. They could have seized the moment, but we ended up with a terrible race, boring race. We had like literally the top 10 dudes that finished the race, like nobody's ever heard of.
Yeah.
Like the casual fan doesn't know. Maybe Kurt Busch, he's a former champion from a long time ago, so you might probably remember him, but the casual fan wouldn't know any of the guys that finished top 10. It was a no name list. So yeah, pretty sad. It was sad.
We'll see what happens with NASCAR.
Probably not much. It's dying. It's dying fast. Yeah. It's like it's flatlining. It had a chance to revive. Like we had a chance to do CPR this week on Daytona, but like now it's just going to flatline. So we just got to like kind of pronounce it dead soon. Give it a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's this week's podcast. I'm out of topics.
I don't have very much more to say.
I think we've answered the question. What's the point?
I don't think we've answered the question
It's
yet.
a never-ending question.
It's a never-ending question. We don't know the point of NASCAR.
No, we don't know the point. Or the Oscars.
We'll never figure it out.
I don't understand the point of the Oscars.
So I guess we'll see how this format of YouTube worked out, and then
hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, hit the subscribe button. We'll be sharing it everywhere.
We're gonna try to get to 20 this week. That's the goal.
20.
That's the goal.
That's a steep goal.
I know.
20 views, maybe.
We aim high.
We'll aim high.
Aim high.
All right, well, I guess we'll be back next week.
See ya.